guys, welcome back to Danganronpa. This is TJ Gamer Girl signing on. So, last time, I say last time because I split it up into 3 separate videos. That was the rest of the trial. Basically, we found out Sakura killed herself. And... well... The other one that died was unfortunately Alter Ego, who Monokuma knew was digging around from the very beginning. And now everyone kind of has agreed to fight back against Monokuma. I say kind of because some people just don't get along. And now Kyoko is in our room, which we left unlocked. Good job. It's so late. What happened?
Naegi-kun.
I have a favor I need to ask. What's your favor?
それは
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered. The data center on the 4th floor. What?
じゃあね
I'll meet you there. I got a thumbnail already. Ooh la la. Without another word, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center? But I thought it was locked. Is it possible to pick locks in this place? Maybe? I made my way into the after school hours and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually, I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. Is she maybe inside already? I put my hand to the door, and with a certain amount of force, didn't open. I tried again, but must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? The data center on the 4th floor.
Oya oya.
Aha! What are you doing up, mister? Goo! Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, I just... You didn't tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But... I can see that, you dolt! Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. It looked like you might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you gonna try to tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know? Stop being weird and go back to bed. What's wrong now?
ちょっと
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko. Now... Whatever, the 2 of you, just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
そうね
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto, let's head back. What?
ね
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
行きましょうか
Don't worry about it. Let's just go. Okay. Yeah, go on, get out of here. Shoot. So we left and went back to our rooms. And then...
じゃあね
So, goodbye. Oh, hold on! Listen, what was all that just about just now? She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked. And then she shows up late and leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all that? Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation, just like always, but...
じゃあね
Well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. But as I turned to leave...
Ikusaba Mukuro
Mukuro Ikusaba. Kyoko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
イクサバムクロこの学園に潜む16人目の高校生超高校級の絶望と呼ばれる女子高校生 Ikusaba Mukuroに気をつけて。
Ooh. So, a student calling herself the Ultimate Despair is hidden in the school. Not quite a present I wanted.
Ikusaba Mukuro。Ikusaba Mukuro。この学園に潜む16人目の高校生。超高校級の絶望と呼ばれる女子高校生。Ikusaba Mukuroに気をつけて。
Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. So, let's begin the usual post-trial investigation.
Huh?
Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours? He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder. No matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them. Hey, Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. Gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom. She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care. And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against. And yet I let myself get involved. But now it is finished. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again. We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouth and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. There's one more. There's another floor. Yeah, that might be open. Bingo. So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The 5th floor has been opened up to us. And it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up to now. For some reason it feels unpleasant. Of course. I forgot to check what this room was. There's a sign above it. Oh, it's just another classroom. Okay then. 5B. Why do I have a bad feeling that this Ikusaba has a huge ass yandere crush on Makoto? Does she want to talk to me about something? Toko, what's wrong? Is she trying to say something? I think she's almost just a little more and I might get it. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. She just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad. I guess she gave up. Hey, Hina. This story feels different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? Hope it's not anything too creepy. Alright, what's this room? Holy! What the hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled, it was sour, pungent, impossibly rank. Smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying it's the smell of death? Their flesh and fat and blood. There was no surprise in his voice, no shock. But he was right. I'd experienced this smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's like the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have... What? My fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened. No, it's quite the opposite. The opposite? Yep. Let me give you an itty-bitty iggy squeegee little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What? How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs in those mean old RPGs. But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day. So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this? Sheesh. There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears that all the bloodstains are dry. And their color's changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. This is all really blood? Of course, I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way I can keep up with someone like that. There are white chalk outlines all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. An eye for an eye. Byakuya, about what Monokuma just told us. It's like I'm not even here. Must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard? Or is he just flat out ignoring me? Both. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, a biolab. With raw on it. It's locked. Came all this way just to be denied here. Sign on the hallway says biolab. Biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. Kinda sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. A dojo. What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
Ikusaba Mukuro. この学園に潜む16人目の高校生。超高校級の絶望と呼ばれる女子高校生。Ikusaba Mukuroに気をつけて。
Kyoko? I'm not going to say anything. I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up to the surveillance camera.
ね
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me that whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
えじゃあ
We're finished here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like usual, I didn't understand anything any better than before. Suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. And a coin! Holy crap, I got over 200. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom.
ね
It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant?
ええ
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, isn't it kinda out of place? Hey, whatever livens up the area. There's a bunch of wooden lockers here. Wooden lockers and keys remind me of super old-school public bathhouses. It's a straw post used for sword practice. Do they use it for training here too? And a coin! That target seems pretty far away. Gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. Ah, an archery range! Hey, Kyoko. She won't even make eye contact. I guess she really doesn't feel like talking. Hello? What's this? A greenhouse.
Ooh.
At first I thought I saw blue skies, but it turns out they just painted the walls on the ceiling.
Dabe.
Oh, but the plants are real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. Helps me relax. That's not what you're thinking, is it? Oh, why? Is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize? The true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface. Beneath their calm exterior, they're always watching. And waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore, they'll put their plan for global human extinction into action. I'm serious. You sure you didn't smoke any of these? There's some kind of control panel near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? It's for the sprinklers. Sprinklers? Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the setting panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to. So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 every morning? Yep, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched, so watch yourself. You're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway. Or do you have some kind of water fetish? I'm gonna tell everyone. Whatever. Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like, they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that. Seems safe. It's a chicken. It's really alive, right? There's no mistake. It doesn't have, like, a second form, right? Really is, right? Like, I can say that for sure. It's not expecting to be fed like humans, is it? It's not gonna, like, lay a bomb, is it? Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly? 5. You know, that number that comes around after 4 and before 6? At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos. It's a number of power. A refreshing number on par with hand squeezed all natural lemonade. He never lets me get a word in edgewise. That is a giant-ass flower. What is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real? Watch out! That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, wow, and the plants are like, snap, and your flesh is all like, bleh, indeed. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. A student at Hope's Peak added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist, although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy. By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people. So it's totally good for the environment. Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future of growth and healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I'd better keep my distance. Just to be sure, I should take a look around and take a look in that tool shed. This place is totally disorganized. From a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower parts, and farm tools. I'm leaning against the I can read, I swear. I'm leaning against the back wall. Is that a pickaxe? Yes, it is. Huh, there's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond? I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There's so many different kinds to choose from. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? There's a lawnmower here. Even with this, who's actually going to take care of the lawn? So many flower pots. Big ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. I guess I've seen what there is up here for now. But once again, I found nothing, and nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. And before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team. Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team. That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to kind of be Sakura's job, but... Anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else.
So,
which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either. But when I looked around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school? You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Why do you ask? Because if you did, you must have noticed. The 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. Something all the other floors... Not the 5th floor. You talking about stairs? there aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
そう
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of this school. all that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery.
けどよ
But that's the hardest part.
よし
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay. As long as we work together, I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes. Was that it?
そう
Okay, that's it.
ね
My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor we couldn't access.
え
The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
もしかすると
If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature, the final boss, or a tyrant, or...
でも
We're not in a horror game, though. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it.
当然だ
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently.
それは
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
なんだ
No, how I said it is right too.
だべ
Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor. I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you can say, but a tool shed. Monokuma said that was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful.
リアルな話
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe, though. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, I remember that. You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold. Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know. Of course not, because idiots never get wet. I think you're thinking of ducks. I'm starting to worry about Hito. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
なんなんだべ
Hey, come on! You don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if I make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question.
おや
So, what was the question again?
あ
Don't worry, you just answered it. Hey, Byakuya, it seems like Toko wants to say something.
なんだ
So, why are you telling me?
おい
Well, cause you told her to zip it or whatever? Oh, I'd forgotten about that.
え
Jesus, man, I know you like torturing her, but come on! Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us all in your putrid breath, I won't stop you. You honor me, Master. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Seriously? You're just gonna take it? Shut up.
よ
Don't interrupt when Master and me are talking.
ね
Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife? Wow, that thing is huge! It's like Rambo size!
なんだ
It's a survival knife of some type. But what was it doing in a classroom?
それ
How
は
would I know?
怪しいぞ
What are you gonna use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us?
うん
I'm not gonna do anything. I just picked it up. I don't wanna leave a knife just laying around.
どうだってな
I'd rather have it laying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her.
うん
Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it?
そうだな
We can't let Toku keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do.
何よ
I don't want it anyway. It's too dangerous. So what to do?
じゃ
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
あよし
Then that's that. Hold on, don't I get a say?
決まりだ
It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as I ask. You sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. They're acting like I already said yes. Fine. Guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry, it stinks. I'm sorry.
まあいいだろう。
You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would ever experience such a dream. I feel strange. So strange. Really strange. Did she just... Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. Moving on. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor. Well, no, strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh and fat and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific. Far beyond any normal murder scene. Everybody's smell concentrated. God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it.
けどよ。
But, I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
つまり
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died, right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there? Stop! Seriously, I'm gonna throw up!
まさか
Perhaps that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Huh? You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is the mass murder that took place in the room is the incident that's said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room. That was the tragedy that happened a year ago?
つまりだ。
Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true,
決まりだ。
that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors.
おいおい。
I mean, I guess that makes sense, but it's all just so awful. Not just awful, super awfully awful. They're right. It's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how is it not one of us has ever heard about something like this happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up? That's actually a really good question. And I'm gonna end the episode here. We'll see if we can find out more about this in the next one. Till then, this is Gamer Girl signing off. Bye bye.